Hey everyone, welcome to Reality TV News Update, the place where you never miss a moment from your favorite shows. Reality TV icon Rachel Reilly is entering a new phase of her career, but she's not leaving the world that made her a fan favorite behind. In an interview with Entertainment Now, the Big Brother winner and the Traitors and Amazing Race alum opened up about her upcoming film Measure Twice, reflected on how reality TV shaped her, and teased what could be next, including a possible future on Survivor. Rachel Reilly reflects on Big Brother and her reality TV journey. After winning season 12 of Big Brother, Reilly became famous for his appearances on shows like The Amazing Race and The Traitors. In an exclusive interview, the reality star admitted those experiences continue to shape both her personal life and her evolving career. "I wouldn't have had the confidence or the opportunities if it wasn't for Big Brother," she revealed. She said that the show's social dynamics helped her understand people and herself better, which she now uses in her performances. "You're playing a game, but part of that game is a social experiment," she explained. "You do have to really focus on your thoughts and the way that you're acting with other people, and the way that you're relating to other people." Reilly added that being in the Big Brother house forced her to reflect and grow. "I've done the show 3 times now, and that has changed me as a human and as an individual. I've learned so much about myself and so much about other people." The inside story of Rachel Reilly's new movie, Measure Twice. Now, more than a decade after her first foray into reality TV, Reilly is continuing to expand into scripted roles with her second collaboration with director Candace Kane. The upcoming holiday movie Mistletoe Mansion was produced by the duo. "I had the opportunity to do some other scripted projects," Reilly said. "I worked on The Bold and the Beautiful, and then I got a chance to work with Candace on Mistletoe Mansion." Reilly is set to star in Measure Twice, a new film from Kane, with Kane writing the role of Chloe Robinson specifically with Reilly in mind. She said that she thought of me for the role of Chloe and that she couldn't see anyone else doing it, so of course I had to do it. In the film, Reilly plays a driven attorney who is forced to slow down and reassess her priorities, a storyline she found deeply relatable. "I'm a working mom. I do influencer work, entertainment work, casting. I wear a lot of hats. So I believe that's where we really connect with Chloe." She added that the role challenged her to reflect on her own habits and even inspired her to rethink work-life balance. Reilly stated, "We're always distracted and we forget to live life sometimes. It's about being present and connecting with the people around you." The film's emotional and faith-based themes also struck a chord. "I've always tried to be a good person and have done everything in my power to try to teach my kids to be kind and loving people." Rachel Reilly teases Survivor audition and Traitors All-Stars. Despite expanding into acting, Reilly made it clear that reality TV is still very much part of her future. "Never say never or expect the unexpected," she joked, referencing her Big Brother roots. Initially encouraged by comments made by Survivor host Jeff Probst at a red carpet interview, Reilly ultimately decided to audition for the long-running series. "On the red carpet at the Emmys, Jeff Probst said that I needed to apply for Survivor, so I did. I'm hoping that will happen." Reilly also suggested that he might return to other competition formats, such as the Traitors franchise. "I've heard rumblings of Traitors All-Stars, which would be iconic." For now, Reilly says she's embracing every opportunity as she continues to expand her career far beyond her reality TV roots. Rachel Reilly has never been one to shy away from a challenge. From her unforgettable run on Big Brother, where her bold personality and strategic gameplay earned her the Season 13 crown, to appearances on The Amazing Race alongside her husband, Brendan Villigans, Reilly has built a reputation as one of reality television's most dynamic competitors. Now she's stepping into a new arena, independent film. In an exclusive conversation, Reilly opens up about her latest project, Measure Twice, a character-driven drama that marks a significant departure from the high-energy world of reality TV. She also hints that her competitive fire isn't out yet, teasing a possible future on Survivor. "I've always loved storytelling," she says, speaking with the same enthusiasm fans have come to expect. "Although reality TV is real, it is still a form of performance. With Measure Twice, I got to explore a completely different side of myself." Directed by emerging filmmaker Lena Cortez, Measure Twice follows the story of a woman navigating personal loss while rebuilding her life through unexpected connections. Reilly plays a supporting but pivotal role, a close friend, whose quiet strength becomes a guiding force for the protagonist. "It's not flashy," she explains. "There are no competitions, no eliminations. It's about human connection, grief, resilience, all those things we don't always get to see in reality TV." For Reilly, the transition from unscripted television to scripted acting wasn't without its challenges. Known for her larger-than-life persona, complete with memorable catchphrases and emotional highs, she had to learn restraint. In Big Brother, everything is amplified. You're reacting in the moment, and the cameras capture it all. It's different to act. You have to internalize, find subtlety. It's more about what you do than what you say. To prepare for the role, Reilly worked closely with acting coaches and spent time studying films that emphasized naturalistic performances. She attributes her success to the direction of director Cortez. Lena was incredible. She really trusted me, but also pushed me. She would occasionally say, "Pull it back, Rachel. Let the silence do the work." That was new for me, but also really exciting. The film itself has already begun generating buzz on the indie circuit, with early screenings praised for its emotional depth and grounded performances. Reilly admits she was initially nervous about how audiences would receive her in such a different context. She laughs and says, "I know people have a certain image of me, the loud, competitive, sometimes dramatic Rachel. This role is quieter, more introspective, but I think that's what makes it special. It shows another layer." Despite her growing interest in acting, Reilly hasn't closed the door on reality TV. In fact, she's more open than ever to returning, especially to a franchise she's long admired. "I would love to do Survivor. I've always maintained that. It is the ultimate physical, mental, and social test, and I think I'd bring something really unique to that game." Fans have speculated for years about how Rachel's bold gameplay style would translate to the beaches of Fiji. Would she dominate alliances as she did in Big Brother, or would the harsher conditions force her to adapt? "I think I'd have to play differently," she admits. "In Big Brother, you're in a house. You have structure. On Survivor, you're dealing with the elements, hunger, exhaustion. It's a whole nother level." Still, she believes her experience gives her an edge. "I know how to read people. I know how to build relationships, and I'm not afraid to make big moves. That's what makes great games in television." Reilly also acknowledges that returning to reality TV as a seasoned veteran comes with its own set of expectations. "People know me now. They know my strengths, my weaknesses. That can be a disadvantage, but it can also be a tool. It's possible to benefit from underestimating or even overestimating yourself at times." Reilly maintains a full personal life in addition to her work. As a mother, she's mindful of the example she sets, not just in her career choices, but in how she approaches challenges. "I want my kids to see that it's okay to try new things, to step outside your comfort zone." That philosophy seems to guide her current trajectory. Despite the fact that Measure Twice is a new chapter, it is an expansion rather than a departure from who she is. "I'm still me. I still love competition. I still love being on screen, but I also want to grow, to evolve." That journey is accompanied by this movie. As for what's next, Reilly is keeping her options open. She hints at additional acting projects in development, as well as potential reality TV appearances, though she remains tight-lipped on specifics. "I can't say too much," she jokes, "but let's just say, I'm not done yet." One thing is certain, Rachel Reilly knows how to captivate an audience, whether she is giving a nuanced performance on the big screen or planning her way through another competition. And if Measure Twice is any guide, her story isn't over yet. Rather, it is just about to enter an exciting new phase. "I've always believed in taking risks," she states. "You never know where they'll lead, but if you don't try, you'll never find out." For fans who have followed her journey from the Big Brother house to the indie film world, that spirit of boldness remains unmistakably Rachel, and it's exactly what keeps audiences watching.
Rachel Reilly has built a career on unpredictability. One thing has always been certain. She thrives under pressure. Whether she is forming alliances within the Big Brother house, competing across continents on The Amazing Race, or making bold, emotional moves that leave audiences talking for years. Now, the reality TV icon is stepping into unfamiliar territory, scripted film, with her latest project, Measure Twice. In an exclusive interview, Reilly opens up about her transition into acting, the personal meaning behind the film, and why she's seriously considering taking her talents to the beaches of Survivor next. "I've always loved being in front of the camera, but this is completely different," Reilly says. "Reality television focuses on reacting. It was both terrifying and thrilling to transform into another person through acting." Directed by indie filmmaker Lena Cortez, Measure Twice is a quiet, emotionally layered drama that centers on grief, healing, and second chances. Reilly plays a close confidant to the film's lead character, a woman struggling to rebuild her life after a devastating loss. In stark contrast to her high-energy persona, which fans are familiar with from her time on reality television, this is a grounded, restrained role. She explains, "I knew if I was going to do this, I had to commit fully. There's no room for Big Brother Rachel in this kind of story. I had to strip everything down and really listen to the character, to the scene, to the silence." That procedure was difficult. Reilly admits she spent weeks preparing, working with acting coaches and studying performances known for their subtlety. "I watched a lot of films where the emotion is under the surface," she says. "That's not something you practice in reality TV. If you're feeling something on Big Brother, you show it big. Here, the opposite is true." Director Cortez recognized early on that Reilly's natural charisma could be both a strength and a challenge. "Lena kept telling me, less is more," Reilly recalls with a laugh, "and at first I was like, are you sure?" However, she was right. The quiet moments are some of the most powerful. Early screenings of Measure Twice have generated positive buzz, particularly around its authenticity and emotional depth. For Reilly, the response has been both validating and surprising. She admits, "I didn't know how people would react. I've always been such a distinct personality. This role shows a different side of me, and I think people are connecting with that." Despite her growing interest in acting, Reilly hasn't left her reality TV roots behind. In fact, she's more energized than ever about the possibility of returning to competition, especially on a show she's long admired. She declares, "I've said it before, and I'll say it again. I want to do Survivor. That's the dream." For years, fans have speculated about how Reilly's bold gameplay style would translate to the iconic Survival series. Known for her emotional honesty and strategic instincts, she believes she could bring a unique edge to the game. "Survivor is raw," she explains. "It wears you down to deal with hunger, the weather, and exhaustion. But that's what makes it so fascinating. It's not just strategy, it's survival." Reilly acknowledges that her reputation could make her an immediate target. "People know I'm competitive. They know I make big moves. So yeah, I probably wouldn't be under the radar," she says. "But that's okay. I've never participated in a silent game." Still, she's thought carefully about how she'd adapt her approach. She states, "I think I'd have to be more patient. In Big Brother, you can recover from a bad move. In Survivor, one mistake can send you home. Timing is everything." She may also benefit from her experience with a variety of reality television formats. "I understand social dynamics. I know how to read people, how to build trust, and when to break it," she says candidly. That's the game. Outside of her professional ambitions, Reilly is also focused on her role as a mother. She has acquired a fresh perspective on growth and risk as a result of juggling a demanding career and family life. "I want my kids to see that you can evolve," she says. "You don't have to stay in one lane. It's okay to try something new, even if it's scary." Ultimately, she chose Measure Twice because of this mentality. While the film may seem like a departure, Reilly sees it as a natural progression. "I'm still that same person who loves challenges," she says. "This is just a different kind of challenge." She hints that this may not be her last acting role, revealing that she's already exploring additional projects. "I've definitely caught the bug," she says with a smile. "Telling stories this way has a really special quality." As for reality TV, she's keeping her options open, but makes it clear she's far from done. "If the right opportunity comes along, I'm there," she teases. "Whether it's Survivor or something else, I'm always ready to compete." That competitive spirit is precisely what has made Reilly such a compelling figure over the years for longtime fans. She's unpredictable, passionate, and unapologetically herself, qualities that translate just as powerfully on screen as they do in a competition setting. Reilly is looking ahead and accepting the new opportunities' uncertainty. "I don't have everything mapped out," she admits, "but I like it that way. The best things in my life have come from taking chances. Rachel Reilly continues to defy expectations, stepping into the independent film industry after dominating reality television. And if her latest moves are any indication, she's only just getting started. "I've never been afraid to go big," she says, "but now I'm learning that sometimes the smaller moments matter just as much." Whether she's delivering a quiet, emotional performance in Measure Twice or plotting her next strategic move on a tropical island, one thing remains clear: Rachel Reilly knows how to keep audiences watching.